As you know, aging has always been the one thing that money couldn't change. No matter how wealthy or powerful someone is, everyone eventually faces the same biological limits and the same biological end. Today, though, that's beginning to change, or they're trying to change it. Some of the world's richest people, like Jeff Bezos, Peter Thiel, and even Elon Musk, are investing billions of dollars into research aimed at showing or even reversing the aging process. Instead of focusing on treating individual diseases like cancer or Alzheimer's, they're asking a much bigger question. What if aging itself can be treated and ultimately lead to immortality, which I don't think many people would actually want? I want to bring up the case of Brian Johnson, who is a billionaire driven by one primary goal. And that one primary goal is to live forever by reversing aging through radical life extension techniques. You got to watch this.
Science is actually pretty fascinating. Regular transfusions of the blood of a younger, physically fit donor can significantly retard the aging process.
For them, insane.
Brian Johnson.
Brian Johnson.
Brian Johnson.
He calls himself the world's most measured human.
He's spending $2 million a year on a team of 30 doctors.
To reverse aging.
All right, well, Talmadge will be up first. Is that cool?
Whoa.
One leader out, 1 liter in for me, 1 liter out for me, liter into Dad. So I mean, I guess it's, yeah, with Talmadge, you know, he's been on Blueprint for 2 years now with me, and we do all of our blood work together. And you're right, like if you look at the results of our blood work, we're almost indistinguishable.
I could be a part of a Blueprint therapy that would help reverse my age and my dad's age and my grandpa's age all at the same time. And so I was ecstatic to have that opportunity to be a part of that.
That's me in a bag.
That's a nice looking bag.
I created this human. He's now almost 18 years old. We're now doing this together. I never imagined in my entire life this kind of relationship with my child. Thanks.
This is way out of my league. I have no idea what the hell this guy is doing. This is Brian Johnson. I think he's like 48, and he's like trying to be a human vampire, it seems. Doesn't want to die. Obviously doesn't go out much in the sunlight. So it's kind of scary to even talk about him. So I decided who better to bring on than Kim Bright, the founder of Brightcore, to help us understand what in the hell this insanity is that we're watching. What, Kim, what is that?
Well, I kind of feel bad that I'm the one that you thought of to talk about the crazy crap. But, you know.
My pastor wasn't available.
Okay. It's like, let's get the exorcism done, you know? This is cuckoo. I mean, to me, this seems demonic, Barry. These billionaires want to play God, and they're turning to some very disturbing practices in an effort to try and achieve immortality. I mean, this is nuts. Brian Johnson, he's basically taking blood from his son, and his son thinks this is such a good thing to slow down the aging of his own body. But does he look like the picture of perfect health to you, this guy?
No, he's pasty. I mean, absolutely pasty.
He's so pasty, yes.
And I'm thinking to myself, what in the hell did his son think? I mean, you're looking in the mirror and you're looking at that, and it's like, hey, Dad, I look like something. What was that show where the vampires, Buffy the Vampire, and all that crap? It's absolutely insane. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And the Munsters, they look like the Munster family. Remember those? I mean, that's crazy. But, you know, you can see his evolution. In 2018, he looked very toxic to me. That's a very toxic look. And then his evolution doesn't seem to be pointing to signs of healthy aging. I mean, now he looks more like a robot or a vampire as each year's going by. And, you know, this guy, as you said, he's 48. But, Barry, I'm 71. I don't do any of these strange procedures, never done any of this stuff. I don't do Botox. I don't do all that stuff in your face. I don't put the extensions in my hair. I'm all natural. But I don't claim to look 48. But I think I look healthier than this guy at 71. I think I look healthier.
You know what's funny is that these people who chase down immortality, I think you mentioned demonic earlier. I really think it's a people who have a fear of death. Live your best life, live healthy, and when it's your time to go home, you go home. Why are you? The only reason you'd be doing this is if you're afraid of what happens afterwards.
I think that is hitting the nail on the head. I mean, you know, to me, God has given us all this natural stuff, and that's what I've done. I've always been natural, and that's the same thing that I've always suggested to the people I've counseled over the years. Because guess why? It gives the best results. And here you go with these billionaires spending millions and trillions of dollars trying to battle the natural process of aging, and now they're even using things like AI and experimental procedures.
Now, I saw this and I'm thinking to myself, how in the heck can you possibly be using AI to delay aging? I mean, AI is going to, you're not turning into a robot. You're actually just trying to learn some stuff. Maybe, you know, I use AI for the show. I use it for research and to a certain extent diet. But what the hell are these people doing?
Well, I got to tell you, I've never used AI. Don't think I ever will. But there's actually a lot of people who are using AI chatbots to actually go get medical advice. And the suggestions that they're getting can be wildly inaccurate and dangerous. I mean, you're not even getting good advice from your doctors half the time because they're totally schooled in Western approach, writing prescriptions and all that. Now you're going to listen to your computer? I mean, come on, people, wake up. And Brian Johnson, Barry, he's one of these people who's used AI to build his health and longevity regime. And I don't think it's done him any favors. Do you?
No, in fact, I've heard, and I was trying to confirm it before we did this interview. I understand he may be, you know, declining in health.
Oh, yeah. He was recently diagnosed with autoimmune gastritis. Now, that is an incurable chronic condition that's causing the immune system to mistakenly attack the cells that you need in order to produce stomach acid in order to digest and absorb essential nutrients. So all his messing around, look where it's got him. And now he's trying to live longer, look younger, and essentially achieve immortality. And yet he just posted a video titled, "Why My Stomach is Eating Itself."
You know, it's one thing for somebody to make their own decisions in regards to how they want their lives to go. But now he's involved an 18-year-old son. He brought his son into this, who is only following what his dad is telling him. And who knows what he's going to turn his son into.
I know. That's the part that I disagree with the most. I mean, the poor kid is such a bad example here. But here's the fact. We cannot stop the aging process. That is unnatural, it's unrealistic and objective, and it was never God's intention for us to live forever on this earth. But we can do things to age more gracefully and live a better quality of life while we're here. And Barry, you know, I've been helping people for over 50 years, and I've told them all the time, make sure you're drinking enough water. I saw people, 98% of the people I saw were dehydrated because most people will not drink water as much as they need to. They'll drink sodas, they'll drink iced tea, all this. It's not the same thing. But here's the thing that's very important. How do we get that water, if you do drink the water, to actually make a difference in your health and how well we're aging? Because hydration is key, and it's not just about drinking water. It's about how well your cells can actually grab onto it and utilize it to hydrate and keep the whole body functioning properly. Now, there's people out there that use electrolytes, and there are a lot of people taking electrolytes now. They become popular, and they do a good job of getting the water in, but they only function for a short period of time. The problem is, in order to get the health benefits that you need to find a way to retain the water intercellularly. And
That's what a lot of people, especially down here in South Florida, they don't understand that. I just had my grandson here for 12 days training for football. He's from North Carolina. And after the first day, he's like, "What is wrong with me?" I'm like, "I'll tell you what's wrong with you. You're in a different climate down here, and every bit of fluid is being sucked out of your body. Your muscles are contracting. You're feeling pain in places you didn't even know you had pain. And a lot of it has to do with the sugary drinks that you're drinking. You got to stop that while you're here." And he didn't understand how you had to keep drinking. And I told him, just walking to the store, walking to the restaurant, back to the car, you're sweating down here, and you got to put it back into you. So I lived this personally with him just in the last 10 days.
Well, that's good. And I'm glad to hear that you're helping him out with that. But here's the thing. Even if you drink things that have electrolytes in them, they help get the water in, but those, they won't help you retain it.
Right.
And when I'm telling you to stay hydrated, I'm talking about keeping your cells hydrated, because the cells are the fundamental pillar that all of our biological systems are based on. When our cells get dehydrated, Barry, our energy level goes lower because the electrical impulses aren't communicating. All kinds of things are happening. We're aging more rapidly. Our cognitive function declines because our brain is like drying up like a sponge, and the intercellular activity can't send the neurons where they're supposed to go and everything. Our blood gets thicker. We start feeling older and looking older. So aging is fundamentally a bottom-up process. And the health and the longevity of our entire body depends on how effectively our 30+ trillion cells can repair damage, produce energy, and communicate. And when cellular functions decline, tissues and organs deteriorate. They don't get out the toxins. The blood gets thick. It can't move the nutrients and everything through our body. And it leads to chronic disease like cancer and heart disease. And so there's one thing, the number one thing that you can do besides just drinking water is actually consume something called NMN. Now, this is a coenzyme that will boost cellular energy production by replenishing the declining NAD+ levels. They support healthy aging. It supports healthy aging by promoting that cellular repair and resilience. It enhances cognitive function and cardiovascular health, and it supports endurance and physical capability, and improving the muscle function and recovery, and it reduces inflammation and even protects and helps with your DNA.
Is there anything that people can do on a daily basis to enhance that? Because the last thing you mentioned there was inflammation, and I found out, I forget what it's called. I've got some, not sciatica, but I've got stenosis, whatever it is, in my spine from years of doing squats and all kinds of things. And so the inflammation, that sometimes it just feels like your back is just in a wrench or something. And the guy told me, just you're going to have to drink more water, but at the same time, you're just letting it go out your body. So you're going to need something that acts like a sponge, because it seems like too many people got afraid of hearing what water retention was, but not understanding how to adequately get that fluid back into your body. So I guess what I'm saying is I understand what you're saying.
No, definitely. And for instance, let's just say this, when you're born, a baby is about anywhere from 65 to 80% water. Men are able to carry more hydration in their body than women, about 10% more, because men usually have more muscle. Women have more fat. Fat doesn't keep the water in there. Right. So the important thing is getting that intercellular fluid constantly maintained with that, so it does its movements, the in and out of the nutrient, in and out of the hydration, around joints, around the spine, around the brain. And that all comes with something called NAD+. So what this is you want to increase your NAD+ in your body, which is done by taking NMN. The NMN has been shown in studies, and I'm quoting here, it's been able to suppress age-associated weight gain, enhance energy metabolism, and physical activity and improve insulin sensitivity, improve your eye function, improve mitochondrial metabolism, and prevent age-linked changes in gene expression. And another thing that this NMN does, which is a precursor and helps your body get the NAD+, is it helps power our mitochondria. Those are our little power plants in each and every cell. So inside each cell are these tiny power plants called the mitochondria, and their job is to turn that food you eat and the oxygen you breathe into the energy that's going to power everything your body does, from thinking and walking to healing and staying healthy. Now, this sounds complicated, but try thinking about it like this. Think of your body like a car, and your cells are all the individual parts that make the car work. And while your mitochondria are the engine that powers every mile you drive. Now, if that engine starts losing power, the whole car doesn't perform as well. So what we're talking about here is we want our engines to work well. And so that's why this is so important. And, also when you don't have this in your body and you get dehydrated and your blood gets thicker, guess what gets a problem? Your heart, because it's trying to pump thick, dirty blood to all your tissues in your body. So this affects, as I said, your brain, your heart, all over the place. So all of these benefits with taking NMN is why we decided to create this product, and we call it NMN3. Now, I've been here, talking about kimchi many times and how it benefits our gut and how that's vital, to eat every day to keep our gut in good order. Well, this is another part of the puzzle. This is like kimchi. The key to experiencing the benefits from NMN3 is to consume it every day. Now, if you want to have better energy levels, get those mitochondria power plants powered up as much as you can, you get better, more restful sleep, you maximize your immunity, you improve your overall feeling of well-being. Well, this is what you need to be taking to aid and assist your body in functioning at its highest level and maintaining that hydration so it can work that way. And the electrical currents can talk to everything in the body and you're functioning better. Now, this is NMN3 is all natural, it's non-GMO, and 100% made in the USA.
I have a question, if I can interrupt you for a second.
Go ahead.
I'm in South Florida. I understand because down here it's hot all the time, but there's going to be people up north where it's like, hey, it's almost August and about another month or so it's going to get cooler. Do I still need to hydrate?
Yes, because again, if let's say you're obese, let's say you're a woman that's has a lot of fat on her. Guess what? You're not hydrating well.
Right.
Your body's already less. I mean, and if you're over 50, it's way less. Women are down in the 40 percentile, 40% water in their bodies by that time. Men are down in the low 50s. So unless you're an athlete and you're exercising all the time and you're basically lean muscle, which I don't think the majority of people out there are, but I could be wrong. But you need this every day because when you don't have the hydration in your body, again, that thick blood, that it can't carry away the toxins. So you got toxins recirculating in your body. Your brain can't think right because of the brain fog. You've got, everything slows down. You've got this thick blood that things, the signals can't communicate through in the body. The tissues aren't hydrated. They can't do what their job is. So overall, yes, people, you need it even more when you're in the heat, of course. But you might take extra down here. But everybody needs this because as we age, it leaves our body, and most people are very dehydrated.
I lived in Connecticut, and one of the things people don't realize is we layer up in the fall and winter with sweaters, and then when it comes to winter, but then again, your body is inside still sweating, and you don't realize it because you take off all the layers, and it's nice out, or I'm in a heated building, but you're still sweating, and that stuff is excreting from your body. So tell me more about MNN. What is that? Something new you guys have?
Yeah, and it's something we saw the benefits. I mean, people, if you're getting cramps and you're a woman or you're a man, you're dehydrated probably more than anything. And so you've got to keep that intercellular fluid in there, and that's what NMN does. And again, there's so many benefits that we went over, and this is a very vital thing that I think everybody needs. And so we normally don't do discounts on our new products, but because the Fanfare viewers have been so great to us, we want to give your audience an exclusive offer to try this so they can see just how powerful this addition to their daily routine can be. So today, Barry, your viewers can get 25% off their order of NMN3 using the code Barry, or call us at 888-418-6738 to get up to 50% off your order, plus free shipping. Now, the first 100 callers are going to get a free bottle of our Fortify with their order. And Fortify contains all 9 essential amino acids to protect against cellular damage, help retain that muscle mass, which helps you retain that water, boost hormone production, and support brain chemistry. So remember, you only get the best discounts in that free bottle of our Fortify when you call in. And again, that number is 888-418-6738.
All right, Kim, I hope people understand, one, not to do the vampire type stuff that Brian Johnson's doing. Number two, to stay hydrated throughout the summer, even into the fall and winter if you live up north. And three, appreciate all the information that you brought today. So I greatly appreciate it, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Barry. You have a blessed day.
You too.